Hello, everyone. I have a question for you all. What comes to your mind when you listen to this word, bodybuilding? Um, Protein ka dabba, or maybe egg whites, raw egg whites in milk, or maybe a guy, a muscular guy flexing, something like that, or maybe steroids for the youth. But let me tell you something. Bodybuilding to me, it's not the literal meaning which you people think about. Bodybuilding, it's actually sculpting your bodies. It's sculpting the best physique the way you want it to be, and not actually bodybuilding, not muscular. So bodybuilding to me is actually sculpting your best physique ever. Now, when I say bodybuilding and sculpting the best physique ever, that just doesn't apply to aesthetics. It also applies to being strong physically, being independent physically, and strong mentally too. My name is Yashmeen Chauhan. I am not 36, 2 years more, 38 years old, almost 39. And I'm a competitive bodybuilder. I'm an entrepreneur. I own a gym by the name of Sculpt in Gurgaon. I'm into powerlifting, and I prepare athletes on the stage for competition, athletes who want to play in the physique category or athletes who want to powerlift. And today, I want to tell you all about my story, my struggles, my challenges, how I reached here, which was not an easy job at all. And most importantly, today I want to tell you all how I used weight training, resistance training, training with external resistance, to be the best version of what I am today. So when I say weight training, strength training, many things come to your mind, right? But weight training is not just bound to having a muscular body. Weight training means a lot. Weight training is something which all of you should be doing, not just the youth, but the people who are middle-aged or all the older people who think now they are disabled or they are not able to walk or they are not able to climb stairs. Why do we need to train with weights? Why are we shifting gears from just cardio and doing n number of crunches on the mat? Why do we have to do that, right? That must be a question coming to your mind. Now, first of all, everybody wants to look great, right? So what happens when you do only cardio, only crunches? You are just working your cardiorespiratory system. You are just working on your endurance, your stamina. So what happens when you start losing weight? Say if a woman is pear-shaped, right? So a big pear ends up to be a smaller pear. That's all what happens. But when you train with weights, you can actually sculpt your body the way you want it to be. Say for example, a young boy, he has a pot belly, and he has got narrow shoulders. So all you can see on his frame is a big belly jutting out and very narrow shoulders. He is actually fat, but at the same time, he has no muscle, right? He's lean on the shoulders. He looks really thin, he looks underweight, but then he has fat on the abdomen. Now, only cardio won't help you. You need to train with weights, because the beauty of training with weights is you can actually sculpt those shoulders, those arms, whatever body part you want to work on, and then get that proper V-taper. If a woman is pear-shaped, what is pear-shaped? Pear-shaped is a shape wherein the woman is thinner on the upper body and heavy on the lower body. So how do you get an hourglass figure? By working more, sculpting more, not with cardio, not with mat crunches, but with weights on your upper body more. If you're apple-shaped, you can work more on your legs and actually sculpt that body. I get so many young people coming to me in my gym, and I'm really not amazed, I'm shocked to see how many lifestyle diseases they are coming up with. In my times when I was in my teens, or say when I just started training, or even when I was not training, I never heard this word thyroid, hyperthyroid, or say PCOD, PCOS, whatever you may say. I never heard that a child cannot sit on the floor. And then I really wonder, Thank God I was born in the era of the Indian commode. I can so well sit down on the floor without having pain in my knees, without having any curve in the back, without having any pain. But kids these days, they're having so many problems, so many issues. Now, I hope you all believe that a healthy body, if you have a healthy body, you can enjoy everything in life. Even in our granthas, it's said that Pehla Sukh Nirogi Kaya. If you have a healthy body, that's the first and foremost happiness in life. What's the use of so much of money, so much of luxury when you all have diseases and you just cannot enjoy that? Only if you have a healthy body, you can enjoy all the luxuries of life. Now, with me, all this started years back when I was in the 7th grade and I was diagnosed with typhoid. Now, that disease it's actually not a very severe disease if you look at it now, but because I went to the wrong doctors or maybe whatsoever the case is, that disease was not diagnosed on time. As a result of which, I was almost on a deathbed and I was hospitalized. Now, because I was almost dead, I had to be revived using steroids. Steroids, it's a very hyped word, and it's something which we don't talk about usually. It's like not to be talked about at all, just because of the bad name it has got. But let me tell you, steroids were actually discovered to treat life-threatening diseases, the diseases which were not cured using medicines. So I was cured using steroids, and as a result of which, I got a lot of acne on my face. I lost almost all my hair, and I started putting on weight because what steroids do is they increase your appetite as well. As they regenerate everything in your body, they start increasing your appetite. And then I started eating so much. I was putting on weight. Bodybuilders need to have a lot of water, so please excuse me for that. So I was putting on a lot of weight, and I was being ridiculed at home, in the school, that I was fat, and my cousin sisters, they were lovely, they were pretty and beautiful, they were thin, they can wear everything, but I cannot. I had acne, I looked really bad, and as a result, I lost all my confidence. As it is coming from a broken family and deserted by my parents, raised by my paternal grandparents, I was a very shy child. Very shy, and somebody who just used to sit on the last bench and never used to talk to anyone. So all this ridicule added to my confidence going down. So now what? I was ugly, I was fat, I had acne, I lost my hair, I wasn't too good at studies, and I was useless. That's what I was told every single day by my friends, so-called friends. I had no friends. By my family, family as in my relatives, because my parents, they never stayed with me. They never looked back at me, what I was doing, where I was. So I thought to myself that whatsoever, although I was too young, I was just in the 7th grade, I thought to myself, whatsoever, I am strong. I have to be strong. And I am not the way I'm being portrayed. I'm much better than that. And someday, I'm going to show this to everybody out here. While in school, it was very difficult to exercise. So I waited till my 12th, and post that, I joined a local ladies' gym. Over there, I got to know that I was really good at exercising. I was really good, was told to me by all the women working out over there. So as I trained, I gained more confidence. Gradually, this happened to be my profession. I never went to any school or college. I did it via correspondence. So I had no exposure. I was still a shy girl. Even when I used to take group classes and I used to face so many girls and boys in my class, I used to be the instructor standing right in front of them face to face. I used to actually shiver. I was so nervous. But once the class started, I was fine. So all this gradually changed. It changed me. But one fine day, I saw that I was really thin now. I used to take so many classes a day, and I had tremendous energy. I used to jump in my classes. My class students, they used to derive all the energy from me. So after years of taking group classes, I realized that I was underweight. I looked so straight, so thin. That was not what I wanted out of my body. And hence, I introduced myself to weight training. Now, the challenge is with all this, being a bodybuilder, training with weights, the challenges I faced was, you are a woman. You're not supposed to look bulky. You're not supposed to have muscles. You look like a man. What are you doing to yourself? Most of the people, they started calling me gay. Not on my face, because they were much scared. They did not have the guts to do that. But yes, on the social media platform, I used to get comments like that. You are a gay, you look like a man. This is not your field. अपने hormones change करा लिए हैं क्या? But I'm very strong-headed. Initially, I used to get affected. But then gradually, I just took it very lightly. What I realized was that the psychology of such people is that they themselves could not achieve what I have achieved being a woman today, and hence they are really insecure. Or maybe they wanted muscles like that, and being a man, they couldn't do that. And me being a girl, I did that. So any reason could fit on them. So gradually, I just stopped bothering about that. But now, today, I have so many guys coming to me for training. So I think that is what I've achieved. Now, coming to the challenges, it's very important to fail, is what I believe. It's very important to fail because every failure makes you stronger. A very good example I can give you is of the gym. Now, when we train in the gym, when we train with weights, we train for failure. Say we need to do, for example, dumbbell curl. This is something which most of you can relate with. Okay, so I need to do a set of dumbbell curls for 16 repetitions. So I have to fail by the time I reach the 16th repetition. If I'm not failing, I'm not challenging my limits. I'm not pushing myself. Unless and until I fail on the 16th rep or whatever number of reps I've decided for myself, I'm not going to challenge my muscle. If it's not challenged, it will not grow. It will not get stronger. Hence, the same thing applies in our real life too. When you train with weights, you just do not get physically strong, or you just do not get a very nice aesthetic body. You also get strong here, mentally. Now, when you get physically, mentally, emotionally strong, it affects each and every sphere of your life, isn't it? I don't know how many of you train over here, or how many of you really love yourself. I'm a strong believer in loving oneself, because I believe that if you love yourself, if you really take care of your body, the body in which you have to live, then actually you can take care of all the people around you, all your loved ones. For example, if a father is not fit enough, or he is suffering from lower back pain, he comes back home, he has a small kid to play with. Now, because of his back pain, he is not able to lift the kid. Why? In such a young age, people are having such issues. How will you enjoy with your kid? What habits will you inculcate in your kids? Your kids, they follow what you do, right? We as kids, we follow what our parents do. So if parents, they have healthy habits, if the parents, they love themselves, they take care of their bodies, that will affect the kids. They'll do the same. I think even in aircrafts, it's written, दूसरों की सहायता करने से पहले अपनी सहायता कीजिए, right? That oxygen mask you have to wear it yourself first before helping your counterparts. Is that true? So please, the message I want to give right away over here is start loving yourself. That's not being selfish. That's taking care of yourself. Once you are healthy, once you take care of yourself, you can take care of everyone around you. You can love the people who are close to you. Now, when I see so many people coming in with so many issues, I won't say people, I would say the younger breed. Very young girls, very young boys who are actually 18, but they look like 38. I really wonder. I mean, they have time for each and everything. They'll spend so much of money in the clubs or just wasting here and there. But when it comes to their own bodies, they are not ready to spend a penny. They'll bargain so much. They'll actually plead for 100 rupees to give you discounts. But when I see them in the clubs spending 10,000 at a go on a girl or maybe on the friends, that really makes me think that, is it true that the youth today is really not taking the health on priority? Why is it so? See, just analyze me, okay? Right now I'm standing in front of you upright, really upright. Or if I stand in front of you like this, how do I look? Really bad. I lose some part of my personality, is it? Now, when you're actually not training, when you are not taking care of your body, okay, you have a degree, you are something, you are earning a lot, but you're not taking care of your health. You are going to spend all that money, waste all that money taking care of your medicines. You will end up spending all that on medicines, on your health. So it's really important to take this seriously, prioritize your health, and start working on it. When I was talking about weight training, I also want to emphasize on this, that when you train with weights, apart from the aesthetic thing, it also strengthens your bones. Now, especially women, after 25 years of age, we start losing bone density. How many of you have got knee pain, vitamin D3 deficiency, calcium deficiency? Most of it is because of no training. Your bones are getting weaker. Once you start training with weights, be it any age, your younger age or maybe later, it'll give you the same benefits. So at least if not for aesthetics, start training for your health. That's very important. I've faced so many challenges and so many struggles in my life that the message I want to give you over here is, everyone wants to get empowered or say feel empowered. What I feel is, don't look at ways to feel empowered, because that's just a thin coat of paint. Do things to get empowered. Do the hard things. Struggle, fail, fall down, get up again and again, as many times as required. That's armor plating. Thank you.